filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you. Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in July. Try their new lemon cream cheese on any bagel or breakfast sandwich. And try the Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
If your home water doesn't taste right, look right, or smell right, just call Bryant for the solution to your water problem. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson. Number 34 gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
But you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeah, boy. Here we go. The ticket.
We back.
The ticket. The Ticket. This is 93.7 on the black shirt, Terrell Farley. I'm with. You can't see me. That's right. When I say that, on this, you got to come with it. And I got Rico. So we're here today. Come on, Rico. Get it together. Man,
Where's Rico?
He's having a meltdown, sir.
Oh, no. Why?
Early morning meltdown. I don't know.
Why would he have a meltdown? It's too early for a meltdown.
It's not him. It's Nick and AD and them guys. You know how confused they are, and they have wires crisscrossed and headphones on way over here on this side and none hooked up over there.
I think they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. They're hazing us.
Yeah, sabotage.
They're hazing you, Rico.
We go.
Where's Rico?
I hate coming in here after them.
Well, who's doing it, Rico? Who's the culprit?
I blame Nick.
Well, I thought you and Nick was buddies.
I mean, sometimes.
So what? Is he just playing a nice prank on you, or what's going on here?
I don't know. I trust him to, the producer before and in the show previous, before whatever show starts, is supposed to, sometimes get everything set up for the next producer so that it's a nice, simple exchange and everything's nice and easy. And Nick just leaves. He's just like, hey, have fun.
Last time I checked, man, he was a assistant program director, wasn't he?
That's true.
Well, you better assist in programming directing.
Thank you for that.
There you go. Hey, Rico, you the guy now. It runs downhill, buddy, or uphill, I should say.
Thank you.
So you, Mark, DP, that's kind of how it goes. Pecking order.
I think so.
No, Rico's like a
all right. Well,
Rico's like a little brother to me.
They go DP and Becky are at the top, then Mark.
Then that's it.
And then maybe, then me.
That's it.
Jake's up there too. Jake does a good job. You and Jake probably on the same level.
Jake's sales. He's on a different branch.
Yeah, Jake hides out at the dog park.
He's on a different branch.
Oh, I forgot. Jake is on the branch by himself.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, branches are down everywhere.
What?
Do you guys got trees down?
No.
A couple of trash cans over on the ground. That's about it.
No trees.
Nobody.
It got bad around about 6:45, 6:30. It got right after I talked to you this morning. It started. It didn't get bad though. It just got dark. Little wind and
it got bad.
No, not that bad. Not here. Probably in Omaha, but
it got bad here. I was outside taking the dogs out. Just got them out. Maybe been out 10 minutes. About to pop in the shower. Lightning strikes. I see the light from the window of the lightning. And then kaboom, boom, 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 boom. And the lights go out.
Is that exactly what it sounded like?
And then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Something's all right. So I look outside. My little camper outside is flaring back and forth. The trees are on the ground. And the dogs are going absolutely bananas. Bananas.
Did you take a shower?
I had to go out there, 60-degree mile an hour wind or 60-mile-an-hour wind,
60-degree mile
and get the dogs. Not 60-degree. I said 60-mile-an-hour winds and get the dogs. Because the dogs are like, "What are you doing, Jackson? You can't leave us out here in a tornado."
That wasn't.
Or what was perceived. Dude, we've got big trees down, not little trees.
Gale force winds.
Well, okay. Well, so you telling me 70-mile-an-hour winds, a snap, I don't know, 25-year-old tree?
Yes.
Well, maybe that's what happened then.
It wasn't a tornado.
Hey, did you take a shower? That's the question.
Yep.
You said the lights was out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could.
You're scared of the dark.
The water wasn't out, black shirt.
Okay.
The lights are out. The water was on.
Okay. That's the only thing I want to know.
I didn't take a shower peel like some people I know. There's a lot of you shower peel artists out there.
They call them flash.
If you want to know what a shower peel is is when you play a game or practice or work out, and then you don't go take a shower at the locker room. You put your nasty clothes back on that are funkier now because you put them back on than they were if you had just got your little hot butt in the shower and changed drawers. Changed everything.
Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Back then, that didn't fly. It's like certain things just didn't fly. If you took a shower pill, Rico, they were going to talk about you every day until you started taking a shower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, you guys didn't have y'all didn't have locker rooms at Kearney, did you?
The track team? No.
Yeah, they just met outside.
So you guys just went right out the bags, huh?
Well, we met at the track from our houses, so we would go, and then after practice, we would go to the weight room and we would lift, and then we would go home.
You know, I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. Jock Gant was in town this past weekend and doing some training and stuff like that, and you know he went to FAMU because that's his hometown. And I don't know necessarily if he thought it all the way through, right? His decision, I'm talking about, to leave Nebraska. Because when you get past Nebraska, right, and you go anything other than a major Power 5, and I'm going to throw the Power 5s out there, right? But I'm telling you, there's like 10 elevator floors down. So from like Nebraska to FAMU, right? And this is confirmed. It's like 20 elevators down.
Might be 2 floors down lately. How both been playing?
You gotta be kidding me right now.
Come on,
2 floors down is like.
What are you talking about in terms
University of Ohio?
Are you talking about in terms of facilities or play, or what are you talking about?
I'm talking facilities, NIL, gear, school, getting your money, scholarship checks, all of that.
But no performance.
All of it.
But no performance on the football field.
And no performance on the football field, and you get all of that. All of that.
I don't know.
Those guys down there should be. I'm for real, man. You listen, when you look at, go to the University of Wayne State and see what type of amenities they got there.
They just got a new track. It's nice.
Okay. We're talking football, though. Look at the track scholarships then. You were on track. You were on a track scholarship at Kearney.
Track
How much
scholarships.
did you get?
Track scholarships are a joke. Everywhere.
Right. Well, how much was
everywhere.
it, though? Let's talk about this, Rico.
I was getting.
How much money did you get on track scholarships at the University of Kearney?
I was getting $1,000 a year.
Oh! How much did it cost you to go to Kearney?
A lot. I had grants and stuff though, so I was okay.
I get that, but I mean, at the end of it, did you have to come out of your pocket anything?
I had to take out some loans, so I'm paying those back.
Well, that's about the same thing. So after a lustrous career in track at Kearney, you find yourself, and I don't want to dig into your business, but everybody's that went to school and had to pay for it has got some type of loan out, right?
Yeah.
But you look up, how long you been out of school?
I don't know. 2017.
10 years?
Not 10. I've been out of high school for 10 years. I've been out of college.
College, I'm talking.
5,
a
little more.
8.
A little more.
Okay, perfect. 6 years you've been out. You're still paying back the loans, right?
Well, yeah. There are people that have been out for 20 years that are still paying back the loans.
Yes, people that paid back 30-year loans for 30 years on a school loan, and I'm telling you, so you look at that stuff when you go to Nebraska, and these guys are getting $2,000 plus in scholarship check, plus they're getting financial aid, plus they're getting federal aid. You know what that is, right? We love that, didn't we, Terrell?
I didn't get none of that.
Oh, don't act like you didn't get that. Oh, are you kidding me right now? You didn't get the Pell Grant?
No, I didn't even. Not that much. I didn't even get that much back in junior college because they kept it all. You have to, you know.
Junior, I ain't talking about junior college, sir. I'm talking about.
Not
I'm
really.
talking about the university machine.
Not
is what I'm
really.
talking about.
Not really.
Bro, you didn't get the Pell Grant.
Mm-mm.
I don't believe you.
I think I owed a couple of
I don't
dollars.
believe you, Terrell.
They probably took it out of my parking tickets, you know. So when you got a lot of parking
There
tickets,
you go.
like I used to have, instead of putting a boot on it, they just make you pay about
They just take it.
They just
Yeah.
I had a ticket every day.
But I mean,
Well,
scholarships.
that's where your Pell Grant went to.
Look, scholarships.
$5,000 went to that.
Scholarships for other sports outside of football and basketball aren't really anything. You don't really get much.
I mean, you're right. You do and you don't. I mean, it depends on where you go. You can get 80% at one of those schools. You know, Wayne State.
At Nebraska,
Wayne State will give you 100%.
At the University
but
of
you won't
Nebraska,
be getting
Lincoln,
$2,000 a month.
For the track team at the University of Nebraska Lincoln, they're not going to get a lot because there's a ton of spots to fill. I don't know if anybody's on like a full scholarship or even a half scholarship. There's just a bunch of partials. Even for baseball, It's the same way because they only have so many scholarships that they're allowed to give out that, they're giving people, like less than a quarter of a scholarship. Like it's just something where, they offer you a scholarship, but it's not much. Then they're trying to find grants and other things to help you pay for your education. But for the most part, for sports outside of football, basketball, I guess volleyball also with the smaller roster size, you're not getting really any full scholarships.
Well, I got that, and you know what? It makes my point even more relevant, right? Those guys that go to Nebraska and have an opportunity to go to Nebraska should really count their blessings, man. Serious business. They should count their blessings. Because FAMU, Nebraska, two different things. Two different, completely different animals. And you wonder why Deion left Jackson State. Even though he did all the stuff that he did and built the stadium that he built. Could you imagine what's going on around? If that type of stuff is going on inside the stadium where the high schools in Texas are 10 times better than the colleges in HBCUs, you start getting to, and I think our Division II schools, Kearney, Wayne State, I think they got pretty good facilities. But you should really be saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And before you say, hey, I'm transferring, you better count the cost. You better go figure out all the numbers before you walk away from a nice payday and luck and plus materials and vehicles to ride in. I mean, it's like going from riding in a Bentley to riding in a 1991 Buick Century.
But there's a difference between riding in the Bentley and actually getting to drive the Bentley. Because some of these guys, it's not about the amenities or the money or anything. It's just about playing time. And if they're not getting playing time or they feel like they're not going to be able to really make their mark at all at the University of Nebraska, I understand why they're transferring, because the end game for a lot of these guys is to make it to the league. You're not going to make it to the league if you're sitting on the bench.
Well, you ain't going to make it to the league if you're driving that Century and it blow up on you, too, after 50 miles.
Well, look, if you're
I'd rather be riding in the back. I'd rather be riding in the back seat of the Bentley.
Oh, they're not.
I'd rather drive. I'd rather drive.
See what the heck is going on?
No, I'd rather drive that Century and get a chance to possibly buy a Bentley down the line.
You won't be able to buy a Bentley when the Century blows up. It's got 340,000 miles on it. Remember, it's a 1991.
Hey, there's no for sure that it's going to blow up. You still got a chance. There's a better chance of you getting there in that Century than if you're just riding in the Bentley.
That's not true. If me and you are going to LA from Omaha 24 hours straight, and I'm in a Bentley riding, right? And you're driving that 91 Buick Century, I'll take my chances riding in the Bentley, bro.
See, but if you get to see, now let's keep this thing going. Okay, so let's say the Bentley's going, the national championship is California, right? You get to that national championship, right? And you're riding in the Bentley. all of a sudden the driver of the Bentley leaves you in California to go to the league. You're stuck in California. You ain't going nowhere now. Whereas I had the Century. I drove to California. I drove to the national championship, or maybe I didn't make it there. But all of a sudden, I get a new car and I'm going somewhere, and all of a sudden I'm in the league. Because I took that chance on myself.
Or maybe you can buy that Century, that Buick Century, from somebody's grandmother who hasn't drove it over 25,000 miles. So hey, you can find out a lot.
You know what? I'm in the car business, really, and let me tell you something. There ain't too many dinosaurs that's out there. That's a '91 Buick Century with 25,000 miles on it.
You need to hear.
I don't know where this analogy is going anymore. I'm just saying that I'd rather take a chance on myself and actually be able to play at a university than sit the bench at a Nebraska and not get the chance to make a name for myself and actually put my name into NFL draft considerations.
Well, I'd imagine that if I had that mentality, I would never have played at Nebraska.
Okay.
Because I was on scholarship and I was on scout team for 2 years, but I was still riding in the Bentley, baby. When I was in scout team, I had to go fill the gas up. I had to wash the car. I had to do all of this stuff, the other stuff, oil change. I had to get dirty. I had to do all the other stuff. But I still got to ride in the Bentley.
But Vershawn,
I got to ride in the Bentley.
You know why?
Vershawn,
Rico, hold up. You know why you was riding the Bentley? Because they was testing the Bentley out and you was a crash dummy. So that's the only reason you was in the Bentley for them first.
You know what? You know what? You were over there. You was over in Kansas somewhere trying to figure out how you can get that 1972 Monte Carlo going. And you struck it rich. And you got your little hot butt in the back of the bus with me in the Bentley too. The only difference was they said, "Oh no,
we're gonna let him drive.
Not only can he fix the Bentley, homeboy can drive it too."
Yeah,
and they let you drive it. You got a chance to drive it early. Okay.
Hey, but look.
Now, if I had not, well, wait a minute. Had I not waited my turn and rode in the back seat of the bus Bentley, and waited. By the time I got to be a senior, and believe me, they let me drive every blue moon in 95. I drove a lot more in 96. But in 97, I was the full-time driver of the Bentley bus. Okay? So you don't get a chance to be the full-time driver of the Bentley bus unless you rode in it. If you were riding in old raggedy 91 that Rico's going to be in, breaking down, and we'll be honking at him going on the side of, Interstate 80, he won't be going anywhere far.
Hey,
there's a difference.
You know how many guys get caught up in again, let me ask you guys this question. Give me one guy that was in the transfer portal last year that balled.
Do you mean from Nebraska or just in the transfer portal in general?
From Nebraska, Rico, and the Century.
Casey.
No, sir. Casey didn't ball. I said that chick that left when Casey and them came in, they left and went somewhere else and balled out.
Let me look and see who left because I don't even remember who left.
Wendell.
Figure. No, you can't say Wandale. That was years ago. I said last year, sir. Keep it in context, sir.
So where are we so hold on. Where are we going with this? Are we talking about HBC, HBUC?
No, Rico already. You are back there swimming still. In the little kids pool, Terrell.
That's my
Rico changed the subject. I'm asking a good question that you guys can't answer.
Casey Rogers.
The question was again, how many people left the University of Nebraska last year? Not this year. We won't know until this year's play. How many of them left and balled out? Wherever.
Casey
Whether
Rogers.
it was Wayne State or UNO.
Casey Rogers, Jordan Riley, Adrian Martinez.
Okay, stop. Adrian Martinez, number one, which He was a 4-year starter. He could have went into it.
Oh, did we lose him?
Was he a starter?
Adrian, yes.
No, I said Adrian could have went anywhere just about and did what he did. He was a 4-year starter.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Casey Rogers was a starter when he left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those are starters.
Okay.
Now, who's the other guy you said?
Jordan Riley.
What did Jordan Riley do?
Oregon, and he was a starter.
What did he do?
Defensive line. I don't know what his stats were. I wasn't paying attention. I just know that he started.
All right. What did Jordan Riley do when he was at Nebraska? Wasn't he a 3rd or 4th year guy?
I think so. He was a backup the entire time. He wasn't getting a chance to play.
I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about young guys who leave even those older guys that leave the University of Nebraska after 1 year or 2 years and go to a different school. I haven't seen too many of them have success.
I just named 3 of them.
I just told you those were starters.
Cade Warner.
Again, I mean, you're 2 years. Last year, Warner didn't leave last year. You got one, really. You got 2.
I got
3.
I got 3.
You got 3.
The rest.
Yeah, you got 3 guys that played at Nebraska that left because they were disgruntled.
That's the entire part of the transfer portal.
There's no way Adrian Martinez leaves the University of Nebraska if he maybe he got a little bug that Scott Frost was going to get fired. A 4-year starter does not leave the University of Nebraska when there's a transfer portal in NIL.
I mean, he did.
Unless he knows something.
Or if he just thinks that he can have a better chance somewhere else.
Sir,
he went to Kansas State and now he's
Adrian Martinez couldn't have put up the numbers that he put up before and probably got drafted at Nebraska.
No.
He went to K-State and didn't get drafted. He went free agent. He would have went free agent from Nebraska.
He wouldn't have had as many stats, and he wouldn't have been on that national stage like Kansas State was.
What tree did you climb out of today, Rico? Because you're not making any sense.
How am
the
I not
guy
making
broke
sense?
every record at the University of Nebraska that there's known the man in the passing game, right?
That's true, but he wasn't on that national stage. He was breaking records, and people wasn't giving him any credit.
He's at a Power 5 school, sir.
Wasn't playing in a championship game, sir. He wasn't playing in a championship game at Nebraska.
Did Adrian Martinez get invited to the combine?
No.
So what are you talking about, sir? It didn't matter that he was 9-2 or 10-2.
You asked me when did somebody transfer and ball out? Adrian Martinez transferred and balled out.
Excuse me, sir. You keep going. You're going to a guy that played for 4 years, sir.
That's still a transfer.
I'm talking young guys, sir. We've had young guys leave the program, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And these young guys that are leaving the program are going to other facilities and institutions and not having the same type of success that they even had at Nebraska.
Well, a lot of the young guys are transferring before they even get a chance to play because some of them maybe see the writing on the wall, or some of them aren't getting whatever they were promised by the coaching staff.
How do you see the writing on the wall again? I'm going to ask you this again, Rico. I had to wait 2 years, and trust me.
There was a difference between you were
There's a bunch of us that waited to play that wouldn't have had it any other way.
There is a difference between when you were at Nebraska and now. Back then you were winning. So you understood if you waited your chance, you would have a chance and you would still be winning. Now, if you wait your chance, there's still not you're sitting here on a losing team and you're thinking you can help them, and they're sticking with the guys that have lost more games than they've won.
Good point, Rico.
Obviously you're not better than the guys that's in front of you, or don't you think they would have put you in front of them?
Or maybe the coaching staff has favorites and they're playing to those favorites.
Oh, now we want to blame it on the coaching staff again.
It's always the coaching staff.
Well, we're talking about the guys transferring right now and having success at other institutions. And besides these older guys who we knew were going to have success, who we were shocked that left the university. Those are shockers, okay? Wandale Robinson, shocker. Martinez, shocker. Casey Rogers, shocker. Okay? Those are shockers.
Ernest Hausman.
Casey Thompson leaving. Yes. Say it again, Terrell.
Ernest Hausman. Shocker.
Shocker.
Shocker. Shocker.
Okay? And we haven't, listen, we won't know until this year if Ernest Hausman may be on special teams. Well, he was on that at Nebraska. So if Ernest Hausman is not starting, let me ask you this, Rico. If Ernest Hausman does not start at the University of Nebraska, and he's at the University of Michigan, and he's a backup and on special teams, now what?
He's winning.
He's on a winning team.
That's a loser mentality, because anybody that's worth their salt, they know if you're not a loser, you want to help your school be a winner. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to ensure that we win? What type of extra work are you going to put in to ensure that we win? Who are you going to convince to come to the University of Nebraska to ensure that we win? Why can't you put it on your back? Huh?
And how can you?
Because you're a loser.
And how can you do that and you made the portal so easy? You made it easy for these kids to leave anytime they want to. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they like the coach one year. The next year they might not like him. Hey, I'm ready to go. So
again, it goes back to coaching and making sure that you recruit guys on the basis that they are coming here not to leave. You're not coming here that just because it don't go your way the first year or the second year and you're mad that you leave. You're not coming here for that. We're not recruiting you here for that. I would have that discussion.
Nobody
now,
ever
if it's
has
something that I'm doing, let's have a conversation.
Nobody
Until
ever
we can't rectify it.
Nobody
but
ever
your
has
play
that mentality.
is your play.
Nobody ever has that mentality where they're going to commit somewhere and immediately think, you know what, I'm going to leave if things don't work out. They're not thinking that. It's in the moment. It's
No,
when
Rico,
things
you're
aren't
not
going...
thinking that, Rico.
No, it's
you're
when
not
things aren't.
thinking that.
It's
and
when...
little guys like you that think like you not thinking that.
Can I finish?
This guy's on another planet, ain't he? Take it to break, Rico. Give me some music. Oh, my. When we get back,
finish your take though, Rico. After the break,
when we get back, we got a special guest for you in the house. He want to collaborate on this little discussion you having. But for now, this is the ticket 93.7 on Terrell Fall in the black shirt, and I'm with the captain Enrico, and we'll be back.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery, online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our Independence Day sale is underway with some great savings. Get 0.9% interest rates and a trade-in bonus on select new models. You heard right, 0.9% interest rates going on at Coppell. In addition, we didn't want to leave out our pre-owned inventory, so right now on all pre-owned cars, get $1,000 for bringing us your trade, and that's right, get $1,000 off any pre-owned car you trade in. So stop on in the store or at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, If I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Getting experience to jumpstart a meaningful career can be difficult, and education can cost a fortune. Luckily, AmeriCorps can be the solution. With AmeriCorps, you'll earn a stipend and education award while helping people. Plus, you'll gain professional skills and make connections to help you build your career. If you're ready to start a career you can be proud of, visit serve.nebraska.gov/service to find a program for you. Paid for by Serve Nebraska, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
It's Christmas in July at Pillar Restaurant Group when you purchase a $100 gift card and receive a $15 bonus card. One gift card for all of our locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, the Butchery and Venue at Home, and all Lincoln Good Sense subs. Our Christmas in July gift card special is available at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations or online at prgnebraska.com. That's prgnebraska.com to get a $15 bonus card when you purchase a $100 gift card.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms this morning. We'll see gradual clearing and partly sunny skies this afternoon with a high of around 89. Tonight, mostly clear skies are expected with a low of around 67. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies again, along with a chance of spotty showers and storms. We'll see a high around 91. The hour's outlook for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to The Ticket, 93.7. You there, Captain?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Now, I got somebody who want to respond to some of the questions you said earlier or some of the answers you gave earlier, but which one you want to hit first?
What questions would you like to ask for Sean Jackson?
Is this Derek Pearson?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Pearson.
How are you, kind sir?
I think well, let Rico respond, and then that'll let me reload the question for you.
Now, I want to respond. Okay. Now, when you talk about the HBC, you said that, you know, how Jacquez Yant said that the facilities was not that great or anything was not that great. You know, I can talk from. Okay, go ahead.
I'm listening to you. No. You're making a great point. Go ahead.
Now, when you talk about that part, now I used to hang out at Spelman, Morris, Brown, Clark, and I also got friends that go to Albany State, Fort Valley State, and you know them schools really ain't. There never really was anything that they had better, but that's the point where that's the only place them guys can go. You know, we all know, we've been knowing since the 90s that the smaller schools didn't have the facilities we had. They didn't have the players we had. But you know, every year you always get a player that's coming out of those small schools that get drafted in the first round. So we could take away the athletic part about it because people do get drafted from there. Now, their facility wise is not going to be that great. You know, they're not going to get the money that Nebraska get because they're not in Nebraska's league. I mean,
I'll go back. I'll go back further than the 90s. So you got to remember the history of HBCUs, and I'm an HBCU kid. So we're going to speak from actual experience rather than perception.
Mm-hmm.
When you roll back the day, especially for NFL, the NFL was all about HBCUs. As a matter of fact, of the first 50 black people who went into the Football Hall of Fame, 37 of them were HBCUs. They weren't allowed to play in predominantly white schools. That's why they went. And a lot of that wasn't from lack of talent. To tell me some of the great players, Jerry Rice, the GOAT, who went to an HBCU, it was out of convenience and access rather than lack of talent or facility. It had nothing to do with facility. It was he is from Mississippi. Where do you go? Mississippi Valley State. Jerry Totten out. All of the history of it is that access makes choices. And that's still the case in the transfer portal. It's the case in Power 5 football. Access to programs, access to exposure, access to resources is what it's all about. And again, a 17-year-old from Mississippi, Jerry Rice will tell you, what he knew about college football was Mississippi Valley State. It's what he saw. He didn't travel. He didn't have TV where he could go and see, oh, wait a minute, I'm as good as the dude from USC. I'm as good as the dude from Florida. You take what you're told when you're 17 years old with no control and no access. So then once the 17-year-old becomes 19 and they have experience and knowledge, why would I want to restrict them and their access? Inclusion is the very idea of positive affirmation to access. That's all anybody wants. Like a lot of the discussion about transfer portal, well, these are uncommitted kids. Wait a minute. These are grown-ups asking teenagers to be committed for the next 5 years when they don't know who they're going to be in the next 2 years, the next 2 months. Like, why would my child, I want my child to have full access, full exposure, and the ability to make choices.
Wouldn't be playing for a Rashawn Jackson coach football team. I can tell you that right now. Your child, your son, wouldn't be playing for me if that's the mentality in this game and age, because we are not back then. We're not back in that day no more.
We really are.
And I can tell you right now, hold on a minute.
We really are.
Grambling State. I almost went to Grambling State. And when I say that, only because I had access to it because of my family, right? But I also had access to Nebraska. And I can tell you now that even back then there was night and day difference. The only thing that was the same was the athletes.
Okay,
the facilities,
you're literally
what you receive, your academia, some of that stuff, I'm just saying, is a difference. And I think before these kids get into the transfer portal or before they go to college, now that's barring any unforeseen things, I think they should know where they're going and that they should be committed for at least 2 years
during the
to where they're going.
Rashawn, during the pandemic, remember, we just came out of a pandemic. So in the pandemic, that travel and access didn't exist. There is a large faction of the current student athletes in Nebraska who never saw this campus until they got here because of the pandemic. And not everybody has access and resource to be able to travel the country. There are people who don't have money. Like, you're speaking from your experience as the absolute, and it's not the case. It's absolute.
I'm not speaking from absolute.
Okay.
I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from being there, and I'm speaking from understanding these kids from their perspective, because it's all access now. Okay, there is no like, oh, you get limited access. There's all access, so all the information is out there. But if you got to rebuild. You're rebuilding a program.
No.
You're rebuilding your football team.
I get it.
And if you're rebuilding your football team on the premise that, there's a transfer portal, and, we know that you can get in the transfer portal, that's a bad position to be in.
Rashawn,
that's what I'm saying.
Rashawn, here's you can say it loud and it don't make it right. I'm gonna say this to you so you understand. Say I've put, me personally as a coach, I've put more athletes in the last 15 years into Power 5 Division I schools than almost anybody I know across the board. So the access that you speak of doesn't exist. It's a wonderful concept in the theory, but it doesn't exist. Megan,
why didn't you send them to HBCUs though?
Who said I didn't?
Well, you said Power 5. There is no Power 5 HBCU.
Hear what I put more student athletes and scholar athletes into Power 5 and college, just college. My stars went Power 5, but the majority, anybody that knows sports, the majority of your players aren't stars. They're not 3, 4, and 5 star guys. So the guys that I put at I don't know, Virginia State, Virginia Union, Sam Houston State, Texas State, North Texas, Southern, Grambling State, through the whole mission of this thing. What I identify is what their level of talent and the person that they are and the person that they say they want to be based on our relationship, then it's my job to direct them to a place that I think helps them accomplish that. But then also, the moment they get there, because the perception of what a school is and the reality of it when you get there and you have to live it, and the people who were selling you no longer sell you and they believe that they own you instead, they treat you different. And that's when parents and student athletes want to realize, you know what? I was sold a fake bill of goods about who this university is, about who the athletic department is, about who the coach is and the coaching staff and the people in that community. Now, good communities usually create good people. That's usually how it works. But we know not all communities are good communities. So a good person goes to a bad situation. Under your theory, that good person has to stay at a bad situation as a teenager. What in the world? That's a head bump to me.
Didn't you make an educated decision on DP but when you were getting recruited? Don't you make an educated decision about the institution that you're going to?
Hold on. Go with me here. That a 17-year-old educated decision may be different than a 19-year-old educated. A more educated 19-year-old realizes that
most
the
kids
things
have parents, DP.
you can't avoid me on this one.
Kids have one parent there, and I'm not saying because my mom didn't know anything about college football.
You can't.
She had no clue about
hold
what
on.
to do
Hold on,
in
Vershawn.
college football.
Hold on, Vershawn. Let me do a thing. Megan, pull that microphone down, and I'm going to ask Megan Walker a question. All right, so Megan, you at 17, were you smarter and more informed than you currently are?
Oh my God.
No, I feel like after being in college for just a year, I feel like I've changed massively as a person.
And your needs and expectations change as well, right?
Exactly, yes.
Right? What your knowledge of said community is different.
Mm-hmm.
Your knowledge of all the things around the community are different.
100%.
You're actually smarter. You actually got smarter as after you got to the place you were at.
Yes, I 100%
okay.
believe that.
Rashawn, that's literally my point. Is that you
But
at
that's
17?
That's in life, though, DP. You know that.
Well, but
we're
talking
gonna get
about
smarter.
real
We're
life.
talking about. We're not talking about necessarily coming to school and in 2 years. Everybody gets smarter in 2 years for the most part when they go to school. In college, you're on your own. It's sink or swim time.
Make
I'm
better
saying,
decisions.
Don't you make a decision with your parents? Let me ask Megan a question. Did you, before you came to whatever university you came to, did you figure out, like, kind of know a little bit about any of that? Did you know anything about it before you came here, after you decided to come?
Are you saying like talking with the coaches, or like what are you saying?
Yeah, let's like just knowing about the University of Nebraska, maybe talking to teammates, talking to coaches, saying, hey, this is why I want to come to the University of Nebraska or wherever you went because of this.
I feel like I chose a location based on like the coaching staff and the environment. I feel like I knew a little bit about Nebraska before I came into it, but then when you finally like get the experience of like the campus and like the vibes of the team, like that's when I finally like made my decision.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even.
And then you said, I want to go. Now, what would make you, at that point that you get there, right? What would make you, after a year or 2 years, say, I don't want to be here anymore?
If the environment I don't feel is healthy, if I'm not getting what I was promised, or if I just don't feel like this is my place. Because when I came to Nebraska, I chose Nebraska because I felt like this is where I belonged. And so if after a year I don't feel that feeling anymore, then I'm going to make the decision that I'm going to go somewhere else.
Get him. Get him.
Mm-hmm.
No,
get him.
The text line getting them too. So
get him. Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, Vershawn. No, VJ, and I'm not disagreeing for the sake of disagreement. I'm going to say this: my parents didn't go to college. As a matter of fact, it wasn't a part of my community's natural progression. I'm a unicorn in that space. So the information that they had for me wasn't correct information, and it certainly wasn't helpful. And then what they said to me was, if you get there, and this is what I can tell you, my Black family said, if you get there and it's different than you're told, come home and start over again. That is the very essence of parenting and leadership and mentoring and guidance, is that I'm not going to hold a child, a teenager, a young adult in full accountability when there's more information to be had. That's the simplicity of the transfer portal. In full.
Here's how this started, though. Okay, now that we've had this discussion, how's this started? I said some of these guys, right, regret their decision to leave the university and go to another institution. And I said, before you leave the University of Nebraska, you better count the cost of going somewhere else instead of making an emotionally charged decision.
An immature decision? Is that what you're describing? An immature decision? Would you define
emotionally charged?
Would you call some people?
No, grown-ups make
some people.
If you want to call it an immature decision, but they make bad decisions. We make bad decisions as grown people. So I'm not going to just say it's just an immaturity thing.
Who's
I
more
think that's
likely
just a life thing? we make bad decisions sometimes.
Rico, who's more
And
likely?
before you make a decision, it'd be like this, DP. If another radio station approached me and said, "Hey, we like you. We want you to come over and be on ours. We're going to make you the star. We're going to give you the world."
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I have to make a decision and count the cost. Is everything that these people are telling me the truth? Is the grass greener on the other side?
But what?
Has the people, DP 93.7 the ticket, have they done anything to me to make me want to even entertain whatever offer I got on the table?
And as the adult in the situation, what I would say to you, rationally, professionally, personally, love you, bro. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to support you either way.
That ain't life, DP. You don't tell her.
That is my real
give
life.
Nobody advice to do that if that's what you want. No. If somebody came to me and they were a young person, now you can give that advice. I'm talking to me now.
Yeah.
If they're a young person and they were talking about wanting to transfer, I would automatically go straight to, okay, what are the pros and cons, first of all? Second of all, before you transfer, where are you transferring to? After you figure out a couple of destination spots, you better figure out if everything they're telling you is true.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So with young people and adults in this scenario in the transfer portal, the adults are coaches, administrators, and parents. The young person is making an emotional decision because that's what young people do. That's exactly what they do. That's the foundation of who they are. And the formation, the reason why you go to college, is to be just inundated with situation and circumstance that makes you evaluate your emotions and figure out how you're going to process them.
You know
that's
what?
That's the whole thing.
DP, my parents had no involvement in my recruiting from high school or in junior college. I never kept them in the loop. It was all me.
Yeah,
it was all me because it was my decision.
That's literally how it works, right?
Because it was my decision,
Right.
not their decision.
Yeah.
They didn't. They just say go play football somewhere.
Look, my grandma told me, unless your boy, if you're going south, we're gonna have some different discussions. That's how simple it was. If you're going south of Virginia, we're gonna have different discussions. Rico, get us to break. Vashon, love you, bro. We'll talk soon.
Love you too.
Yeah, man.
Listen to the Captain 93.7 The Ticket.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future. Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppell Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Cheer up. Here we go. The Ticket, 93.7 on the Black Shirt, Terrell Farley. I'm with
Rico.
And I'm with. Look like he's not on. You on, Captain?
The captain.
Hey,
there he is.
Now, I want you to answer this question real quick. Don't
Can I
can
I say something really fast?
You
just
just
a
go-
program,
don't-
just a
don't-
programming note. It's not a question.
Okay.
We got to take 4 breaks in this hour because we went over. We only had 2 breaks in the last one, so we got to take 4 breaks in this hour. So it's 4 quick-ish segments.
Okay.
Okay. Also, Vershawn Jackson's on the Allo VIP line, brought to you by Allo Fiber, where we understand the importance of exceptional service with local heart. I apologize. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna VJ, before I read some of these texts, I want you to name me 5 HBCU football players that got that went to the NFL. That's
5.
yeah. 3. I give you 3.
Jerry Rice.
Okay, 5. Give me 5 because everybody knows Jerry Rice. Okay, give me some more.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. All right.
Shannon Shaw. Shannon Shaw.
All right.
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna give you some. Scott Cloman, Southern University. That's somebody I played with. Hold on, let me give you another one that I played with. I'm not telling you there's no HBCU players in the NFL, man.
Don't look up your last one you're looking up. I'll give you 2 off my head. Steve McNair, Terrell Owens, Tyrone Poole was drafted in the first round.
Okay. I mean, okay, now what's your point?
No, I'm just saying I wanted to see if you had that knowledge.
Of course I do.
All right. You want to read some Texas? Because they're on Captain Lands today.
I don't care. Let's bring it on, man. You ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil.
All right. Unnamed text says Rashawn's off the caffeine pills this morning. Byron the Hog Farmer asks, what is Rashawn's point? Haha. Axel Foley says things can change after you get to a place. Spotted Cow, recruiting trips only provide a small glance into the actual culture and environment at a school. When you get there, it could be different than what was shown up front. And Sten says some of these players can't even vote in elections until they arrive to college. Most of these players are trying to please parents or mentors or coaches from high school and don't know who they are till after college. 17 is not old enough to make a life-defining decision. Somebody said technically Adrian is young based on his age. Wandale Robinson was not a shocker at all. And then in Texter, when you were talking about staying at a school and trying to turn the program around, says there was
cut. What'd you say? Somebody said what?
Wandale Robinson wasn't a shocker at all. Frost was running him up the gut in the Big Ten, not shocking at all.
Let me just say this one more time, sir. All right. When Wandale Robinson left the University of Nebraska, if your heart wasn't shocked, something was wrong. Now, if you was privy to talking to his dad, like myself, then no, you wasn't shocked because dad already made the statement to head coach. See, that's having a dad that's looking at the betterment of your career. Hey, if you continue to run do you think Wandale wanted to leave? Let me ask that question.
A part of me thinks a small part of him did, yeah.
Bro, Wandale Robinson loved Nebraska, man.
Well, he also loved his
He
home state.
loved Nebraska. He did not want to necessarily leave Nebraska. But after they used him as a crash dummy, there was an ultimatum given to the coach, right? We know who the coach was, right?
Yes, everybody does.
Hello? Okay, good. The ultimatum from dad was, let's not continue to use my son in a way that's going to hamper and that could get his career cut short because of his stature and his size. If we had listened or even known anything about football, we wouldn't have never put him at running back when you had some good running backs that was there already. So are we just doing things just to do it? Because why would the great Wandale Robinson want to leave Nebraska? Could you imagine having Wandale Robinson and Trey Farmer on the same team.
I mean, Wandale did pretty good for himself at Kentucky with Will Levis as his quarterback.
100 catches.
We didn't say he didn't. Wandale would go anywhere and do well.
Well,
He's a talented football player.
I don't believe that the stats, even if they would have switched him to wide receiver, would have been the same at Nebraska as they were at Kentucky. I think that the offense they ran was better for him, and the ways that they were using him were better for him, and it ended up getting him paid, getting him drafted, and getting him paid by the New York Giants.
Good decision.
Smart decision.
Yeah, smart.
Was he there I'm 2 never years going to knock that decision. That was
one.
Again, if you are dumb enough to run them after you know that on first down, I told you this plenty of times. It was 1st and goal from the 3. I don't know if we were playing Wisconsin. I don't remember who we were playing. But we ran him 3 straight times. 3rd time, he got into the end zone, and he got hurt. He didn't have a fullback in front of him, any of that stuff.
Here's a classic.
So
here's a classic example of coaches not putting kids where they're supposed to be. I mean, he deserved to leave because he was a true wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a running back. So
now that's a reason to leave.
Yeah, that's a reason to leave.
If they do that kind of stuff to you, if the culture is different when you get there, if they told you something, a lie, let's just call it what it is. If they go and they try to run you and they basically sexually assault you, those are all reasons to leave. But I don't think a reason to leave is, hey, I got 5 people in front of me that I'm not better than, that I think I'm better than. And because I don't want to work to get better than those guys, or else where I think I can play. Yeah. And because we suck as a football team, I'm going to go somewhere else we can play.
I don't think it's from a lack of not wanting to work. I think it's from you sit there and you're told something and you get here and maybe the culture isn't, because it's never just, oh, I'm a 5th string and I'm not going to play. It's never just that. There's always extenuating circumstances with that. So if they get to campus and it's not exactly how they were told that it was, or it's a little bit different than when they were on the recruiting visit, or maybe the coaches aren't the same and, they put on their best faces for the recruits on the visit, but once they get here, they're completely different people. Maybe the team isn't exactly what they thought it was going to be. The position that they said they were going to be put at, they're not put at that position. They're being used in different ways, in different versions than they said that they were going to be used in, and they can't, compete at their fullest potential. And then with that, they realize that the fact that they can't compete at their fullest potential because they're a outside linebacker and they're getting put on the defensive line, or they're a middle linebacker, or they're a safety and they're getting put in a different position, and they can't use their talents to magnify what they're doing, which is a reason why they're further down on the depth chart. That's probably a reason to transfer.
I hope and pray that you put today. You make sure you put in the lotto numbers. Let me know what they are. Cause
you know why these kids are transferring like that, though? Because everybody else is doing it. I mean, you made it that easy for them to leave. Hey, I can try this school out if I don't like it. I can go here. You made it that easy. But I have to stay at this last school because if I don't, I have to sit out. They made it that easy for these kids. It ain't about the kids anymore.
I hear your take, Rico, but I'm not just saying. There's a lot of reasons that young men can leave institutions, but I don't know why we don't want to put the solace back on the young man as far as his work ethic. There's a lot of guys in college that think they're better than they are.
That's true.
It's a ton of them that think they're better than they are, and they don't like rejection, and they can't deal with rejection because in this climate of football where we are putting these young men on pedestals, not only our families, but also people and businesses and all these different people where these kids can get paid right now out of high school. In high school, they can get NIL deals. That is what we live in. So at the end of the day, I'm saying if you are knowing the position that we're in at Nebraska right now, I can't talk about no other school. I'm talking about my school. The position we're in is we got a new coach who's trying to build a new culture and trying to make sure that we have some new mindsets in that locker room. And that locker room is built on leadership from within that will not allow 8 guys to put on purge masks and hold one of their fellow comrades down and run them. Throw it to break, because I know we got to go.
Whew, boy. The captain's on one today, so is the ticket, 93.7.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our Independence Day sale is underway with some great savings. Get 0.9% interest rates and a trade-in bonus on select new models. You heard right, 0.9% interest rates going on at Coppell. In addition, we didn't want to leave out our pre-owned inventory, so right now on all pre-owned cars, get $1,000 for bringing us your trade, and that's right, get $1,000 off any pre-owned car you trade in. So stop on in the store or at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder? That's so annoying. Not at Garner Industries. We provide the opportunity and trust our CNC machinists to bring the talent. I'm Bob Williams, HR Director at Garner Industries, and we're looking for new team members in our CNC department. At Garner Industries, you'll work in a clean, climate-controlled, and safe environment with team members who want to see you succeed. You will also enjoy 4-day work weeks, great benefits, and a positive working culture. Interested? Apply on our career page at garnerindustries.com.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
It's Christmas in July at Pillar Restaurant Group when you purchase a $100 gift card and receive a $15 bonus card. One gift card for all of our locations, including Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, the Butchery and Venue at Home, and all Lincoln Good Sense subs. Our Christmas in July gift card special is available at all Pillar Restaurant Group locations or online at prgnebraska.com. That's prgnebraska.com to get a $15 bonus card when you purchase a $100 gift card.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. On July 16th, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is transitioning to 988. There is hope. For 24/7 support, call, text, or chat 988.
Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes. Welcome back to the Ticket 93.7. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Underground.
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Brent. Excavating. All right. Another little quick segment there. Captain, what you got, man? What you now I know what you're saying though, Captain, about this, about staying at a school, because that's what we did back in the days. But I want to say it like this. That's back in the days, because you got coaches who are not loyal. So I don't understand why we expect these kids to be loyal, because we seen coaches stay at the
Georgia
university.
coach loyal? Is the coach at Georgia loyal?
It's very hard to find coaches.
Is Kirby Smart loyal?
But Kirby was at Alabama first. He left Alabama, was a powerhouse, and he went to his school where he played football.
He wasn't the head coach at Alabama, sir.
But he was the defensive coordinator. He was the assistant head coach.
Don't matter. You get a chance to be a head coach. The defensive coordinator ain't gonna leave 100% of the time.
Let's say this.
Not 100%, but most of the time.
I mean, Nick Saban was the head coach at Michigan State. Then he went to the NFL. Then he was the head coach in the NFL, and he left for LSU. Then he was the head coach at LSU. Then he left for Alabama.
Okay, now let's take this way. If James Franklin left Penn State, do you think Matt Rule will go there?
No,
100% he's going there. If he's successful at Nebraska and James Franklin leaves, that job is open, and Matt Rule is having success in Nebraska. Matt Rule 100% is going to Penn State.
No,
not even a question.
You don't know that.
He went to Penn State.
I don't think so.
He's from the Pennsylvania area.
He's playing against Penn State.
He's from the Pennsylvania area. He recruits there all the time.
I get it, but Penn State's where? Is that in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Where's Rule from?
Pennsylvania.
You sure about that?
He's from that area.
Do your research.
He's from that area.
He walked on
at Penn State.
You do your research before you say that's where he's from, because Terrell Farley went to Nebraska, but he's from Columbus, Georgia. So where's Matt Rule from is the question. Just because he went to college at Penn State, they're in the Big Ten. Do you think that he's going to win in the Big Ten at the University of Nebraska? He's going to be a Big Ten champ in the Big Ten and then make a lateral move into another situation? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But if a coach
it's his alma mater.
If a coach can leave for a better job, why can't a player leave for a better school?
They can. Nobody's saying a player can't leave for a better school. I said don't recruit that player that's got the characteristics of a guy that'll leave for a better school.
So why would you
That's
hire
what
a coach?
I said.
So why would
Don't
you hire a
recruit
coach
him.
like that, though? Because you want to win.
Let me say this one more time, okay? We're talking University of Nebraska. How long of a deal does Coach Rule have?
8 years.
All right. I don't know what other school in the country that he could go to that could lose their coach besides Alabama that would be a better job?
Penn State. To him.
Georgia.
Penn State's not a better job.
To him, Penn State would be a better job.
No, it's not.
He's from the Northeast.
Why do you say that?
He's from the Northeast. He went to Penn State. Penn State has had a lot more success than Nebraska has had in the last few years.
Penn State, what's a more storied program, Penn State or Nebraska? Overall.
Nebraska's story ended 20 years ago. That's not a story.
And the story is still continuing. That's why you're on the radio now. So I'm asking Rico a question. Who's got the more storied program overall? Penn State or Nebraska?
Probably Nebraska.
All right, then. There's no probably to it.
You say story. You said a story program, but half of these kids don't even know who Tommy Frazier are.
Man, you can say whatever you want to. You know who Tommy Frazier. Their mom and their daddy know who Tommy Frazier is. How about that? So you can say whatever you want to. Nebraska is way more. Why would you want to go to Penn State and all that shenanigans that was going on anyway?
They got
why would you leave?
He was born in New York, and he moved to Pennsylvania when he was young.
Okay, but he's from New York.
New York? Pennsylvania's closer to New York than Nebraska is.
Say whatever you want to. Penn State didn't give him $8 million or in an 8-year deal either.
I bet they would.
You telling me that Joey Porter, that played linebacker in NFL, sent his son to Penn State, not because of the scandal. The scandal is over with. That was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Now they got a coach that made his name
when
for,
last time
for
Penn
himself.
State been relevant?
Last year.
They was 10-2. 9-3.
That ain't relevant.
They
Relevant is in the
9-3.
dance. What are y'all talking about? That's what I'm saying.
When's the last time Nebraska was relevant?
Of relevant.
When's the last time Nebraska was relevant?
Going to a bowl game every year is relevant.
Either you in the semis or you're in the championship game. And there was only 4 teams that was relevant last year: Ohio State, Michigan, TCU, and the team that won the damn thing, Georgia.
So those were the only relevant. Nobody else was relevant. Nobody else was good.
Ooh, I didn't say nobody else was good. I said relevant. Who was the fifth? Who was in the 5th spot?
USC.
Alabama?
LSU. Alabama. So Alabama wasn't relevant last year? LSU wasn't relevant?
How many games did Alabama lose last year?
USC with the Heisman winner wasn't relevant?
No, they was not.
What are you talking about?
How many games did USC lose last year?
3.
3.
Well, they ain't relevant.
How many did Nebraska win last year?
Not in the grand scheme of things. The only thing that's relevant in football is winning the championship in the FBS, sir. That's it. Now, if you in the dance, different story. You made it.
Hey, Vershawn, Penn State was the Big Ten champion in 2008, 2012, and 2016. That's their last time they were relevant, I guess, if that's what you want to go with.
Let me ask one more time. I think you're trying to misrepresent what I'm saying, Rico. I said relevant to me was being in the conversation for the championship. Not the Big Ten, not the Pac-10, not the SEC, not the ACC. None of them conferences. The championship, sir. Okay? So, because if that's the case, you can pick 4 teams out of each conference that's relevant.
Yeah.
But I'm not, that's in the conference they're relevant. I said in the ship. Okay? They play football to win the championship, right?
But that's not the only way you become relevant. That's how you become a champion.
That's how you become the best of that season. We're 2 different planets right now, Rico. I'm saying
we're really not.
When I talk about championships in NCAA football, the teams that are relevant, okay, the teams that we're going to remember, okay, are those 4 teams that was in the championship series. Now, that's going to widen, I guess, this year coming up, right?
Next season to 12.
Okay, so
then
next
there will be
season,
12 relevant
we'll get
teams.
more of those guys
Cool.
that'll be in that conversation that'll have an opportunity to win the championship.
Sounds great.
That's all I'm saying. I get it. I'm not saying when I say relevant, I'm talking about in the championship conversation.
So somebody says so Clemson is not relevant anymore.
All you can go off of was last year, right?
Well, I don't think so, but I guess
There's four teams to me because y'all want to paint a different picture that I'm trying to paint. The picture that I'm painting is
using paint
in football. Yeah, in football, you have a top 25, and at the end of the year, there's one team that can be the champion most of the times. There's your select years that there was two, but most of the times there's one. Okay, like Georgia. They've been the champion for how many years straight?
Two.
Perfect.
So they're the only relevant team.
No, I think it's
No.
I think any team
you're not, there you go again, Rico.
I think it's 10.
I said there's this team this year's coming up year. There's a lot of relevant teams. Only time will start knocking those teams out of relevancy. Okay.
So you're relevant until you lose.
Hey, where are you at, Captain?
You're relevant, none of your business. You're relevant, none of your beeswax.
Whatever you
You're
ate
relevant.
there or something.
You're relevant. Forget it.
They got some special
Start the
gas.
break,
In it.
Rico.
They got some
Start
special
the break.
I don't know
gas
what
in
is
the air where
happening
you
right
at.
now.
I'm not telling. Anything.
So apparently
You guys are trying to-
Alabama wasn't
No,
relevant. LSU wasn't relevant.
Here's the thing, Rico. Here's the thing. I think
No, that ain't what I said.
if
You
you
keep on saying that.
I think it's
and I'm
10
not
teams
saying
in
that.
college football that's irrelevant. 10 teams. The top 10.
I'm simply saying to you guys that in this era of championships, right? Let me ask you this: name the third and fourth ranked team in 1997.
Florida.
I said third and fourth, sir. So Florida number 3. If you looking, you cheating, so it don't even matter. You're making my point clear.
Michigan, Tennessee, Nebraska, and Florida.
In 1997.
I don't know. I was
y'all played Tennessee and Michigan played.
Okay, let me help you, Terrell, since you want to cheat.
I'm
in
not
1995, can you name the number 3 and 4 ranked team in the country?
In
we know 1 and 2
1995.
already. What's 3 and 4?
Florida State.
And who?
Ohio State.
Okay, look it up now, and you tell me.
No,
All
I'm
right.
not
Well,
gonna
we're
look
going to
it
go
up.
to a break. You listen to the Captain, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
The Nebraska Lottery presents one beautiful crazy scratch ticket and promotion. It's the $5 Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch ticket with a $50,000 top prize. Enter non-winning Luke Combs scratch tickets for an opportunity to win a trip to Nashville, a private concert with Luke at the Ryman Auditorium, and a chance at $500,000. The Living Lucky with Luke Combs concert experience will hit you like a hurricane. Details at NELottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch ticket top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Sometimes playing with a healthy fear is good because it makes you go, hunt it out. Because the more tentative you are, I always told kids, I said, listen, if you don't like this and you don't want to play, don't play. Because you're going to be worse off and get probably hurt more by being tentative in your play as opposed to playing all out.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show, the Ticket 93.7. Got the Captain online.
It's on the Allo VIP line. The VIP line brought to you by Allo Fiber, where we understand the importance of exceptional service with local heart. Also, join us on the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And join to the show on the Starter Heyman text line, the Honda Lincoln hotline, 402-464-5685. And he just hung up.
Whoa, thank you. No, I'm just playing. Well, I don't know, Rico. This show been kind of strange today.
Oh, I think that's him calling back. Is that you, Cap?
Yep.
Hello, 93.7.
Yep.
93.7. The Ticket. This is Rico.
Mr. Cap. Mr. Captain.
All right. Vershawn, you want to talk about relevancy? You say only the 4 teams in the championship series are the relevant teams, right?
I'm talking about now at this current moment. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Is Nebraska relevant now?
Relevant in what? Yeah, they're relevant right now because they got an opportunity to win some games. They got an opportunity to play. They got an opportunity to get better. So they're relevant.
That would make
every team that can play for the championship right now is relevant because they're 0-0. But after the first week, there's going to be a lot of teams that's going to get the snot kicked out of them. That's not going to be relevant, and you're not going to really want to care to watch.
Oh, I'd still watch.
Okay, and then as the time goes on,
you don't have no choice.
More and more teams are going to end up in that you know what bucket list that you don't care about, and that list is going to get bigger and bigger. I'm talking about the it bucket, that bucket. It's going to get bigger and bigger as the season goes on, and before you know it, only the top 12 teams will be relevant in college football. Only the top 12. That's it.
I don't think that's what makes them, like I said before, I don't think that's what makes them relevant or a team irrelevant. I think that just makes them the best teams during that given season. Because if you were 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, Alabama was the most relevant team. But with your logic, this last season they became irrelevant because they missed the playoff.
Yep.
Am I getting that right?
Because they lost 2 games.
Yep, because they lost 2 games, sir.
So
not just because they missed the playoff, they lost 2 games. So in my eyes, in that situation, after the first loss, I was done with Alabama. But the second loss, there ain't even a conversation anymore as far as being a champion. Stop it.
So Clemson,
you guys are looking from a mediocre standpoint. Maybe Nebraska.
I'm not.
The Nebraska fever has got y'all sick.
I think you
but
have
when you're
that
talking
reversed.
about from a championship perspective, and you're talking about only the strong survive, baby. You got to look at what it takes to be a champ, not to be a chump. Second don't matter. I'm on 3rd and 4th, and y'all can't name them. Here, let me try it. Y'all had a chance to do some homework, right? In 1996, who was the 3rd and 4th ranked team?
I don't know. I don't care about 1996.
Florida won it.
I bet you don't. That's my point.
Who was the national champion in 2002?
I mean, you can look it up and see that.
I'm asking you. Don't do any research.
It's probably USC.
No.
Now, who was it? USC?
Texas.
No, that was
but I guarantee you USC is in the top 4.
I don't care about the top 4. Back then, it was only 2.
Well, Texas played who?
It wasn't Texas. It was Ohio State.
Who they play?
I don't know. They're irrelevant.
Yeah, they're irrelevant. They lost 2 games.
That's fine. Now you just want to be a smart aleck, Rico. That's what you want to do now, sir. Now you want to hit me with the plane.
Look, I just don't understand your argument for just saying that there are only 4 teams that are relevant just because they were in the playoff, because there are still teams who had great seasons, maybe not championship level seasons, but Alabama had 2 losses, 3 losses, whatever. USC had 2 losses, both to Utah, who played in the New Year's Six Bowl, who was a really great team, and they had the the best player in the country.
Stop with the greatness, sir.
Utah was a great team last year.
Don't use USC and great last year in the same sentence again. That's ridiculous.
They were a great team. They had the Heisman winner at quarterback.
I don't care.
Were they a national champion team? No, but they were great.
How many times did they lose?
Twice.
Then how can you put them with great? Well, then who the heck is great in that? If you put a 9-2 team or a 10-2 team with greatness?
Not greatness, but great.
Not greatness. That's not greatness. They were great. They had a great season.
You said that they were great.
They had
in
a
2023 and 2022, sir.
It was a 2-loss season. That's a great season.
Oh my God! Really? See, that's the problem.
That's
what we stoop to.
That's better than a good season.
9-2 is a great season. It's not. 9-2 is not a great season.
I think it is a great
11
season.
and 1 is a great season. 12 and 0 is a great season. 13 and 0 is a great season.
What's 4 and 8?
Horrible. You're a loser. You're a bottom feeder at 4 and 8.
Oh man.
Now what?
I'm just waiting to 12.
What is 8? You want to ask me what 8 and 4 is?
That's good.
Mediocre.
That's good.
It's okay.
You've reached mediocrity. Great job.
That's a good season.
Keep the coach coming back next year.
We're going. Well, listen.
11 and 2 can win you can get you into the playoff and win you a national championship.
You said 11 and 2. You talking about Alabama?
Yeah, they could have made the playoff.
You said they could have.
They could and this is from your words from earlier. No,
hold on,
Vershawn. No, hold on.
Over,
no, it's not.
You need to put
By your words, I'm
numbers
about
in,
to mute
sir.
your mic. By your words, earlier in the season, TCU did not deserve to be in the playoff because they lost the Big 12 championship game. If they were not in the playoff, the team that would have taken their spot would have been Alabama. If Alabama was in the playoff, they could have won the national title with an 11 and 2 regular season.
Again, you know what I'm saying? If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But Terrell Farley don't drink anymore. So we're not going to keep on talking about if all it is. I said, first of all, Alabama, if TCU wasn't there, Alabama shouldn't have been there. There had to be certainly another 11 and 1 team out there somewhere. Right? Who was it? Tell me who it was.
I'll look up the top 25.
No, we're not going on. Look that up.
Who
was the 11 and 1 team that missed out on going to the playoffs because we put in a 2-loss team? Who was it?
So
they got blown out, not just beat.
So
blown out.
So if Nebraska,
I'm talking about dusted.
College football
wasn't even a
game.
Who?
Here we go. Hold on. I'm looking up the college football playoff rankings so I can tell you. Alabama was 10 and 2 right after them. Tennessee was 10 and 2. Clemson right after them 11 and 2. Utah 10 and 3. Kansas State 10 and 3. USC 11 and 2. Penn State 10 and 2. Washington 10 and 2. All these 2-loss teams, no 1-loss teams after that. So if TCU, and they only had 1 loss, which happened to be in the Big 12 championship game, if they, like you said, were not supposed to be in that playoff, then it would have been Alabama.
Now that you put it in the context like that, where there's not another 11 and 1 team, right? Then absolutely Alabama should have been in there over TCU. Absolutely. Because they're a better football team than TCU could ever be. Period.
I mean, I think TCU was a pretty solid team last year.
They were a solid team. I didn't say that. But they got beat by K-State too.
I mean, there was only 1 loss. It just happened to be the last game of the regular season. And then they went on and then they won their first playoff game against Michigan, who was undefeated. And then they just got their doors blown off in the national championship game.
Okay, well, if they were 11 and 1 going into that game, if they were 11 and 1 going into the championship series, that's what you're telling me, Rico? That they were 11 and 1.
Who? TCU?
Yes.
Yes, they were 11 and 1 going into the playoffs.
Okay, wait. Did they win the Big 12 championship game?
No, they did not. They lost to Kansas State.
So what did that make them?
That made them 11. That made them 11 and 1 or 10 and 1 or whatever. They had no losses. Sure they had no losses before they played Kansas State.
In the Big 12 championship game, right?
Yes.
They're undefeated.
Yes.
Are you looking at it?
I know this for certain.
Can you look at it just to make sure, please? Just because I like to be as factual as I can when I'm being factual, and so I just want to make sure that that's what it is. Because if that's truly what it is, then they deserve to be there. If they're 11 and 0, and they were the only 11 and 1 team, even though they lost the Big 12, I still don't know if I go for that. I still think if you lose in the championship game, I'm sorry, but you're out. But whatever. Next man up, because you just lost. But that's not for me to decide, and I'm torn on that situation. But like I said, if they were the only 11-1 team, I think that I would still say that they should have probably been in there. If they were the only 11-1 team.
They were the only 11-1 team.
Okay, well, they should have been there. And that's why they were relevant last year. But you know what? That year's over with. It's over.
So now everybody's relevant again.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
Clean slate, 0-0, baby.
All right.
Just like even with Coach Rule. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what we're going to see. Right? Until the first game.
They could be good. They could be
bad.
bad.
Could you imagine if you see a 10 times better football team than we've been seeing around here in a long time?
That would be great, and the city of Lincoln would love it.
Well, that's all I want.
I think that's all any Nebraska fan wants. But we're going to go to our final break. You're listening to Captain 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and our Independence Day sale is underway with some great savings. Get 0.9% interest rates and a trade-in bonus on select new models. You heard right, 0.9% interest rates going on at Coppell. In addition, we didn't want to leave out our pre-owned inventory, so right now on all pre-owned cars, get $1,000 for bringing us your trade, and that's right, get $1,000 off any pre-owned car you trade in. So stop by in the store or at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the shuffleboard corner. Come on Sundays for open house league all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. There are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Want to sell your business? You need someone to confidentially find the right buyer. Whether you're planning a future exit strategy or you need to sell now, we're here to help. Transworld Business Advisors of Lincoln. Call 402-413-1095.
I wanted to quit for so long, but I didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think, but then I found the right support to start my recovery journey. 1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, so there are a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible.
Paid for by the CDC, sponsored by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty. The Ticket 93.7. Captain, you're on, bud.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket, or you're watching 93.7 The Ticket on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, do all of that. Share it with your friends and let them know that we are out here doing some radio. You guys can watch us, listen to us, see our beautiful faces, and have some fun with us. Join in on the conversations. Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. The captain on the road today calling in on the Allo VIP line, where we understand the importance of exceptional service with local heart. Allo Fiber.
Yeah, you're on the road, and
I got Allo in my house. I can't blame lag for my gaming anymore. Now I just suck.
yeah, you do. You have a bazooka, so that's
Thank you for that. I'll get better. I'm better at 2K.
well. If you go 10-2, it's irrelevant though. So
It's a terrible season.
terrible season, especially in Call of Duty. If I get 10 kills, I'm terrible. Whew. What
You
we're
there,
gonna
Cap?
talk about? Hey, wake up there.
Oh, no, y'all got it. I'm listening. If y'all got questions for the captain, let me know. Other than that, keep rolling, guys. Go ahead.
I would read some text line, but I'll stay away from that today.
Yeah, stay away from the text line. You sent something in our text chat from the Kelly Ford. Kelly
Yeah,
Ford
who is this guy?
No idea who Kelly
you
Ford
ever heard
is.
of him?
I have never heard of Kelly Ford.
Did you peek at that I sent you, VJ?
A little bit, yeah.
So Kelly Ford has the best 2-year spans in college football. He ranked them. He says Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs just completed the best, little star, asterisk, 2-year span in college football history. The asterisk defined as greatest average K Ford rating during time span. Now, if you look at it, a lot of Alabama,
Look, how can you?
There is only one Nebraska.
Hold on, Rico.
Okay.
Georgia lost the game. If a 2-year span, I would expect you to be undefeated. You know, not 12-1 and 14, 13-1 and 14-0.
Yeah.
You know,
Best 2-year span. You didn't lose a game.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But they have the. Go
Well,
ahead, Rico.
They can't. Then that don't count.
Yeah.
So Kelly
We're
Ford,
still number one.
the K Ford ratings have the top 10 are this last 2 years of Georgia, 2018 and 2019 Clemson, 2004, 2005 USC, which they didn't win the national championship game one of those years. They lost to Texas. 2020, 2021 Alabama, 11-12 Alabama, 19-20 Alabama, 17-18 Alabama, 08-09 Florida. Great teams. They lost. They didn't go undefeated both of those years. 71-72 Oklahoma and 16-17 Alabama. Those are your top 10. A lot of Alabama.
Are you kidding me? You ain't got. You don't got the 70-71 back-to-back Nebraska team?
Yeah.
They are number 29 in these rankings.
That is just dumb. Who made the rankings?
Kelly
Fire
Ford.
him.
Whoever Kelly Ford is.
Yeah, I looked him up on Twitter. I started to say
Fire
something.
him. You're fired, Kelly. That's horrible.
Yeah.
71. How many games they lose?
I don't know.
What do you mean? They know they got the numbers on there, right?
So, but this is how crazy it is.
No, they don't have the numbers on there. He just has his rating.
He has a 70-71 team, but then he has the 71 Oklahoma 72 team.
Yeah, 71-72 Oklahoma is number 9. 70-71 Nebraska is number 29.
Oh my god.
Because K Ford ratings.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
It doesn't make sense. That whole post doesn't make sense.
Oh, I mean, you got to be. To me, I think you got to again. It just makes common sense to look for the teams that's undefeated first in those 2 years, and now you fight amongst those guys, those 5, 6, 7 schools. You fight amongst them. Who's the best team? But to again rank a guy that has got 2 losses in 2 years and say that they're number 5 over 3 guys that never lost in 2 years, that is just, I don't get where you come off with saying that.
Whatever his
Anyway.
rating system is, that's what it determined as the top 30. And you can find it. Yeah, if you want to go to Twitter, maybe he's explained himself on Twitter. I don't know. I just have the screenshot that Terrell sent us, but he's at K Ford Ratings on Twitter, at K Ford Ratings. So
Yeah, no.
you can go there and look at his list and, have your own feelings.
I don't think I want to waste that much time. I think I know the answer. He's just throwing stuff up on the wall hoping it sticks.
Like I said, it makes sense if you don't think about it. Yeah, somebody
That
on the
makes
text
no
line said, where was the 90s Husker rank on that? They weren't
It
in the
wasn't-
top 30.
Yeah, I had to do a double take.
That's what I just said. We're talking about nonsense because to not have 94, 95, I mean, that is, you don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, even with the loss and no national championship in 96, it's still 96, 97, still a pretty good run.
They wasn't irrelevant. They lost 2 games, so
I agree with that. We lost 2 games, 96, 97, so you can't really necessarily say that. But 94, 95, different story. And then for him not to have 94, 95 in the top 5, okay, I'll be modest, in the top 5, it says a lot about his football knowledge. It's very minute.
Or maybe, as the text line says, he did this on purpose to get more clicks on his article or more clicks on his page because he knows that if you leave off Nebraska on something, or if you rank Nebraska lower than they should be, you'll get all of Nebraska in your mentions. So could have been a smart move by him.
That's a great point. Clickbait. That's why I told y'all we're wasting time on foolery. That will never happen where the 94, 95 team is not in the conversation. We're outside the top 5.
Should have been in it, but apparently the Kelly Ford ratings do not agree. Oh well. You don't have to go to Kelly Ford. It's an unnecessary one random person saying things, so it's okay. But that's going to do it for the Captain Show today.
Forget Kelly Ford.
Turo, what you got going on today? Some COD?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I got it's on the water cooler. I think it's going to be Nick. He's on his way back from wherever he was, but I got Austin here just in case. Going to talk a little baseball. The All-Star game was yesterday. The National League won for the first time since, I believe, 2012. Doesn't really mean anything, but is the Major League Baseball All-Star game the best All-Star game in all of professional sports?
No.
I don't know. I guess we'll talk about that up next on the Ticket Water Cooler. Vershawn, have yourself a great day.
Yeah.
Drive safe.
You too, buddy. Okay.
Don't do anything crazy.
I won't.
Have a great rest of the day, sir.
Hey, get you some sleep, Captain, and we're going to try this again tomorrow.
You too.
All right.
That was the Captain on the Allo VIP line. Again, that was the Captain on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. For Terrell and myself.
We'll never be the same. All right.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Proud to be voted best vape shop.
Generation V.
Explore help you find the perfect
Generation V.
with locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
The Nebraska Lottery presents one beautiful, crazy scratch ticket and promotion. It's the $5 Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch ticket with a $50,000 top prize. Enter non-winning Luke Combs scratch tickets for an opportunity to win a trip to Nashville, a private concert with Luke at the Ryman Auditorium, and a chance at $500,000. The Living Lucky with Luke Combs concert experience will hit you like a hurricane. Details at nelottery.com. Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch ticket top prize odds 1 in 128,000.
Hey, CNC machinists, do you feel like you're in a dead-end job with your boss hovering over your shoulder?